Well, Preston, you just mentioned there were some pretty big matchups in 4A, the first one being a big rivalry in Borger.
Yeah, big rivalry out in Borger. They're taking on Pampa, a rivalry match. These two teams have been going at it for years. Borger students, they showed up ready to go in construction-themed outfits. They get to work pretty soon. Senior quarterback Caden Jennings takes it in from one to put the Bulldogs on the board first. Jennings would show that he can do it in the air just as well as on the ground shortly thereafter. He heaves up a long bomb, and his man is there. Brayson McCarty with an incredible snag to put the Bulldogs up 14-0 early in the game. Reminder, Borger hasn't won this rivalry in 9 years, but the Harvesters weren't going to give it to him easily. Jaron Hill on the quarterback keeper plows through a Bulldog defender for 6 to get Pampa on the board, and the Harvesters would ride that momentum after the touchdown all the way to the win. Pampa barely edges out Borger for the 9th year in a row, 34-33.
Now moving on to Happy State Bank Stadium, Coach Cavalier leading his crew into Canyon for a battle with the Randall Raiders. And the Canadian Wildcats proved why they're one of the best teams in Texas. Early on, Cameron Cavalier finds his favorite target, Preston Newmeyer, on the screen pass, and Newmeyer turns on the Jets, and he's going to be gone for that touchdown. Then it's going to be that same connection again next, still in the first quarter. Cavalier this time deep down the field, and he's going to find Newmeyer for that touchdown. Canadian will have 3 touchdowns in the first 6 offensive plays. It was all Wildcats in this one. They'll go on to win 69-28.
As a fellow Preston, I like that Newmeyer kid. Let's go to Perryton and Stratford in this game. Perryton coming off of their first win, hoping to pick up another, but against a very tough Stratford opponent. Elks get the ball at the beginning, and the handoff is going to go to Israel Lycan as he plows through a handful of Perryton defenders. This run would set up his own touchdown run. Right next, it would be Stratford on the board first. Later in the game, he does it again. The screen pass goes to Israel Lycan, and he nearly runs to Israel on this touchdown run. 60 yards all the way to the house. Stratford wins big in this one, 33-13.
And Canyon down in Andrews this week. One more long road trip before district season. Early on, Boston Bell looking deep down the field finds Christian McGuire for the big completion. That sets up Jacob Burris for the rushing touchdown around the edge. Canyon takes the lead, and the rushing attack would stay strong for the Eagles as Sam Johnson is going to fight his way into the end zone. He's got it right here. Oh, there he is into the end zone. Eagles win 35-14.
Let's take a look at another 4A game from last night. It was Dumas picking up the win against El Paso Austin, 27-7. The Demons coming into district play with a win there.
And down the road, River Road and Groover for homecoming, a matchup that would come down to the wire. First play, we're going to go an incredible play. Alex Warren takes the snap, gets stacked up, but he pitches it back to Jalen Nelson, who runs all the way down the sideline and in for the touchdown. What a play by the Wildcats. Next play, Groover is going to try to answer. Briggs Satterfield finds his receiver. Oh, not yet. He's going to find his receiver. Big time hit we're going to see here from Diego DeLeon. Stops him short of a first down. Groover trying to make some magic happen. Their offense would get going as Pratt McLean gets a big gain. The Greyhounds win this one 28-22.
And Friona and Slayton facing off. This game was a defensive battle early in the game here. We're going to go. Friona has the ball. Carson Seaman hands it off to Damian Sanchez. He fights through the defense for a touchdown. Friona leads 7-0, but they would get the ball back. Carson Seaman is going to get it. He drops back, and guess who he finds? His brother, Cade Seaman. The Chieftain brother connection is good for a big gain before he's brought down by a pack of Slayton Tigers right there. Later, Seaman looking, and he launches it, but it lands right in the lap of Slayton's Jacob Lopez. But Slayton's Jacob Lopez, he's there for the interception. He takes it down the side, but eventually gets brought down. That would lead to this Slayton touchdown right here, but they wouldn't be able to put any more on the board as Friona goes on to overcome a halftime deficit in this one, 15-8.
And checking in on some more 3A games, Bushland with the big win, 63-28 over Riverside, and Dalhart taking also the big win, 41-31 over Levelland.
All right, Riley, how about that big win from the Wildcats? There's a reason why they're one of the best in the state.
I know. It's super exciting to watch. I know I got to go out and film the highlights last night. You came, and we were just sitting there like, wow.
In awe. In awe of
even
the
though
Wildcats.
it was not even a close game, it was just fun to watch how good they are.
They're a fun team to watch. We'll see how far they can go. We'll be right back with more highlights after the break.
And you're watching the